Hey, what's up everybody? We're back again, and as you already know, I made a pretty infamous video a couple months ago about an artist known as It's Okay to Cry. Now this guy is basically a D-tier SoundCloud rapper who was able to gain a little bit of fame by being friends with Lil Peep back in 2015, and just like many other people around Lil Peep, he was able to turn that small bit of attention into a big time career. Well, kinda big time. It was mostly funded off his parents' money, and as we soon found out, he was scamming a lot of people. He was scamming so many people in fact that I was able to make a full 20-minute video basically talking about all the stuff he did during his career, but apparently he wasn't even smart enough to only scam small-time artists because he actually ended up scamming somebody who was somewhat well known. And that's the artist known as TEO, who's actually an upcoming artist in Canada who has quite a bit of buzz around him. He's got to know people like Mercules and has been making his way up in the industry, pulling pretty good views on everything he posts. But for some strange reason, he was actually a fan of It's Okay to Cry and decided to reach out to him and actually ask for a couple features. Now I would have initially covered this in the first video, but unfortunately I only found out about it after the video came out, so I want to show you the screenshots and show you everything that went down when It's Okay to Cry decided to scam another artist. So basically TEO ended up buying 2 features from It's Okay to Cry, which were $1,000 each, but he didn't actually get features, meaning that he wasn't able to send It's Okay to Cry a song and have him hop on it. He got 2 opens, which if you don't know what that means, is basically a song that has an open verse so they can sell it to you and then you can hop on it. But Cry had a bit of a scam that he would often pull with these open songs because basically he would resell them to multiple different people, and the way that he was able to get away with this is that he wouldn't let his label actually clear the features, meaning basically when you get a feature from a big time artist, they have to go to their label and see if it's okay for it to be released, and if you don't do that, the label could copyright strike your song and take it down, basically putting your DistroKid in jeopardy, meaning that you might lose your entire Spotify account, which definitely wouldn't be a good thing because if you're an artist making all your money off your music with no DistroKid, you can't make any money whatsoever. So basically Cry sold him 2 songs for $2,000 that he couldn't even upload on his Spotify or do anything with. So of course TEO would hop into Cry's DMs asking him what's going on and why the songs won't get cleared. He says, "Give me a shout, I paid you $2,000 for 2 features and you've ghosted me for a year." He said, "Hey pimp, I've been in the Fermi real sick past 5 days. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner." He says, "I didn't know you needed clearance for a featured artist, just primary, but send me an agreement from TuneCore and I'll have my management and I look at it." So of course TEO gets the contract saying, "What's good, got the contract, just gotta fill out these parts right here." He makes it really easy for him. He says, "For sure bro, I'll have my lawyer look it over and either send you back the agreement filled out or I'll give you a red line version of it." And then he asks for the master versions of both songs so he can check it out, and then after that you would think everything would be good, but It's Okay to Cry decides to basically go ghost once again. After that TEO keeps holding out hope that he might actually get the songs from Cry, but unfortunately he never answers. He says, "What's good with the contract?" He sends the cover art, but unfortunately as we already know, Cry basically scams everybody that he interacts with, so he never answers, and at this point TEO is left out of $2,000 with nothing to show for it. He says, "Bro, I've sunk so much money into these songs, covers, studio time, paying you for the features, literally more than I've ever spent on 2 songs. Without that contract it's all void and I can't do anything with them. I've always looked up to you and that shit's mad disappointing." So basically Cry screwed over one of his very own fans just for no reason whatsoever. All he had to do was get his lawyer to sign that contract and everything would have been good. But unfortunately, as we already know with these underground artists, they never want to do anything the right way. All they want to do is steal money and keep living the life that they're living, and it's especially disappointing with It's Okay to Cry because he already has money from his parents. So there's basically no excuse to do this whatsoever. So at this point, what does TEO do? He has no choice but to put out a diss track basically going at It's Okay to Cry, and I have to say it's pretty good.
Make a pussy pop, lock and drop that. Your mom must have dropped you on your soft head. Why you want that nonsense? You tryna get killed like Scotland. Tell the squadron it's a bomb threat, stop it. Your body chopped up in a farm somewhere in Boston. Mail your torso in separate parts across the Arctic. Your arms rotting in my apartment, won't find your noggin. You won't even get a coffin for your carcass.
So I gotta say shout out to TEO LAZA. He was basically the first one to call out It's Okay to Cry before even I did it. So I want to give him a little bit of a spotlight here, tell his story, and I want everybody to put in the comments, "It's Okay to Cry, send TEO LAZA that song." Let's get that trending. Let's get Cry to actually send TEO that song. He paid $2,000 for it and he definitely deserves to get it back, but as we already know, he's not even going to acknowledge this video. He's never going to give that money back, so I want every new artist to know to never with It's Okay to Cry, because he's most likely going to take your money, and even if you hear a story where he does give somebody what they paid for, it's most likely only because he got caught. So watch out for people like that in the underground. Move wise, move smart, and you might just make it into the mainstream. But anyway, shout out to TEO LAZA. See you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, and besides that, bye.